Ah, Resident Evil 4. Here we go. So, this might be a confusing detail, but I was like, I don't think I want to play this during the Halloween event because looking from the outside in, Resident Evil 4 just didn't strike me as a horror game. It struck me as an action game. We did end up playing Resident Evil Outbreak though, but here we are. I was somewhat tempted to commit to the bit and just continue my trend of playing every single Resident Evil game except 4 before I get around to 4, which I've almost done. I have not played 0, and I have not played Code Veronica yet. That's how close we got. But if you check the mega playlist link in the description, I have played the remakes of 1, 2, and 3, and 5 and 6, 7 and 8, Outbreak, and Revelations 1 and 2. There are even further niche ones like the light gun games or whatever, but for the most part, like the games where you play a Resident Evil character in Resident Evil style, you know, one of the main Resident Evil styles and so on, the ones that are numbered entries or the games that play like the numbered entries, I've pretty much covered all of them. Like I'm hoping we could successfully finish Outbreak 1 and 2, and then we'll be pretty complete at that point. And at some point I'll go around and get to 0 and Revelations. And then there's a question of like, do I go back and play the other campaign of 1? And then do I play the original versions of 1, 2, and 3? Oh god, oh god, oh god. Because they are really different. But there's a remake of Resident Evil 4 coming out, and there's a VR version, but it's like, this is a game that people have freaked out about for so long that it feels weird to not get around to playing the actual game that everyone was talking about. Like, it would be weird if my only experience with Resident Evil 4 was the VR version, or my only experience was the remake, because people... This is like one of those, like, top 10 video games of all time candidates, I guess. Granted, so is Final Fantasy VII, and I'm not really in a hurry to play that one, but, you know... If I'm gonna play all of the Resident Evils, I should probably play this Resident Evil and like this version of the Resident Evil. Yes! Okay, now we're good. Already better than Silent Hill Homecoming. Get dunked on. But yeah, soon I'll actually be properly caught up on this entire series, won't I? Won't that be absolutely terrifying? So I'm playing the PC version, which I think I have patched to have some bug fixes, basically. I didn't want to put in an HD texture pack thing because I wanted to see what the game actually looked like, more or less, which is a somewhat nebulous concept when it's a GameCube game and a PC game and a Wii game, and all of those play and look differently. I'm going to play PC with a controller because I think controller is more or less seems true to what Resident Evil 4 is meant to kind of be like, with the way that you like stop. I think you have to like stop in your tracks when you aim in this game, and then aim with a little laser pointer and stuff, so it's a bit different from the way you play 5 and 6, where it's just a very smooth third-person shooter, which honestly makes them not as interesting in certain ways. But here we go. I have never played Resident Evil 4 exactly. Also, by the way, on the bottom of the screen, look at this. 2005. So this remake, or port, or whatever, came out 9 years later. And that was, drumroll please, 8 years ago. We are all turning into dust, and we're all old, and we're in trouble. So I tried... Resident Evil 4 was one of my earliest PC games, but I couldn't play it, because what happened is that the version of Resident Evil 4 you could buy in stores before Steam, like before Steam and the standardization of the Xbox controller on PC, and just PC controls in general for controllers, I bought it as a physical boxed game at like a Walmart for like $20, and this would have been an eternity ago. Like, this would have been definitely before that 2014 mark. This must have been over a decade ago, like half my life ago, when Resident Evil 4 was reasonably new-ish. I got to a part with like a boulder, and you have to hammer a button in order to run from the boulder, and this is QTEs. This is the huge problem with QTEs if you don't have a standardized input system. So it had on-screen prompts of what to hammer, but the on-screen prompts, which were like numbers or something, were not the numbers on the keyboard. They were the like fake numbers on the number-based controller they expected me to be playing with, which I did not own. because they used to refer to the buttons on a controller as numbers because it wasn't expected to be an Xbox controller. It was like a vague concept of a PC controller, like some Mad Catz shit. So I played the same boulder section over and over again, dying again and again and again, just trying to figure out what button I should mash. And on like my 5th attempt, I finally mashed the correct button to run. And I'm like, thank God, I can finally run. I can proceed in this game, which, as you imagine, was a terrible idea because the moment a different QTE would come up, I'd be in trouble anyway. And it does happen in that same cutscene because you have to then press 2 buttons at the same time to dodge out of the way of the boulder. And that meant that I had to somehow not guess 1 button to mash, which is a trial and error possibility, but guess simultaneously 2 buttons on an entire keyboard that I might have to press at the same time in order to dodge. Like, that could have taken hundreds of attempts. That quickly goes from trial and error video game to cracking a safe. So on the downside, that was my chance to play Resident Evil 4 and be in on what everyone else thinks about the game and whatnot. But the upside is, all these years later, I can still play Resident Evil 4 for my channel blind without knowing. I definitely know some stuff about it, and like invariably the same way I know stuff about like Final Fantasy 7 and certain games. But like, I really don't know most of it, and I've never gotten to play through it. I've never watched somebody else play through it, so we get to do that now.
Resident Evil.
And maybe I'll play VR afterwards and the remake, and we'll just get Resident Evil 4'd out, and you'll all be sick of it.
1998. I'll never forget it. It was the year when those grisly murders occurred in the Arklay Mountains. Soon after, the news was out to the whole world, revealing that it was the fault of a secret viral experiment conducted by the international pharmaceutical enterprise, Umbrella. The virus broke out in a nearby mountain community, Raccoon City, and hit the peaceful little town with a devastating blow crippling its very foundation. Not taking any chances, the President of the United States ordered a contingency plan to sterilize Raccoon City. With the whole affair gone public, the United States government issued an indefinite suspension of business decree to Umbrella. Soon its stock prices crashed, and for all intents and purposes, Umbrella was finished. Six years have passed since that horrendous incident. I received special training via a secret organization working under the direct control of the president. I was to assume the responsibility of protecting the new president's family.
Cornel, why am I the one who always gets the short end of the stick?
You, who are you really? Come on and tell us. You are a long way from home, cowboy. You have my sympathies.
Guess that's a local's way of breaking the ice. Anyway, you know what this is all about. My assignment is to search for the president's missing daughter.
What? All by yourself?
I'm sure you boys didn't just tag along so we could sing Kumbaya together at some Boy Scout bonfire. Then again, maybe you did.
Oh, you crazy American. It's a direct order from the chief himself. I tell you, it's no picnic.
I'm counting on you guys. It was right before I was to take on my duties of protecting the president's daughter when she was abducted. That's the ultimate reason I'm in this lonely and rural part of Europe. According to our intelligence, there's reliable information about a sighting of a girl that looks very similar to the president's daughter. Apparently, she's being withheld by some unidentified group of people. Who would have thought that my first job would have been a rescue mission?
It's freezing. So cold all of a sudden. Must be my imagination. Sorry it took so long.
Hey, who should animate the pissing steam? Get Shinji to do it, the intern. He's too afraid to say no.
Just up ahead is the village.
I'll go and have a look around.
Yeah, we'll stay and watch the car. Don't want to get any parking tickets.
Right. Parking tickets.
Good luck.
Jeez. Who are these guys?
Did you say something?
Leon, I hope you can hear me. I'm Ingrid Hunnigan. I'll be your support on this mission.
Loud and clear.
Weird we're meeting
Somehow
now.
I thought you'd be a little older. So the subject's name's Ashley Graham, right?
That's right. She's the daughter of the president. So try to behave yourself, okay?
Whoever this group is, they sure picked the wrong girl to kidnap.
I'll try to find some more information on my end as well.
Good. Talk to you later. Leon out.
I like that it's labeled incoming and outcoming image. Like someone's gonna be confused. Like, wait, is the picture of where I am me, or is that them? All right, let's hang on a minute. Shit, is there a settings menu? Because the how do I was using the D-pad to get out of this menu, but now the D-pad moves to this menu. So do I? Okay, there we go. You press B. All right, so there's my inventory grid. Just select, open up. There we go. There we go. Where are subtitles? Why are they off? Hang on just a gosh dang minute. No, not you. Retry or load. Return to main menu. Do I have to turn on subtitles outside of the game? Oopsie. Is that where we're at? They're listed. What? Why are the subtitles grayed out? Hang on a minute. Gotta do some Googling. No. As far as I can tell, this game just doesn't have subtitles. Time to restart the game, I guess. This game just doesn't have subtitles in English, apparently, or at least the PC version doesn't. So we're off to a solid start, I guess. There we go. At least we got a quick restart. So we got knife, which you swing with left trigger and X. Then a right trigger and X is probably gun. Could be a game where you shoot with face buttons in it. A is run. Okay. So are these guys in on it, and that's why they're acting weird, or are they just... Or are they the obligatory guy in helicopter who dies, and that's why we can't escape? Because that seems fitting of its own way. What happened? I thought I saw this something weird happen. Okay. I was not expecting Metal Gear Solid codec calls. I know I said that I briefly played the beginning of this game an eternity ago, but that doesn't mean I remember any of it. Quick turn. This old truck's blocking the trail. Maybe it belongs to one of the villagers around here. The extent to which it does actually kind of feel like it's you still control like an old Resident Evil character while having the newish camera is kind of funny. The it leads to a very claustrophobic feeling. Like I feel like it's hard to look around. There are very small items on the shelf. Nothing particularly unusual here. That'll be a thing for me to deal with. Am I half dead, or is that maximum health I need to unlock?
Excuse me. Sir? I was wondering if you might recognize the girl in this photograph.
¿Qué carajo estás haciendo aquí? ¡Lárgate, cabrón!
Sorry to have bothered you.
Why did the music do that? See, that's when you do the music.
I said freeze!
The first music sting is like, oh my god, a foreigner, I'm terrified. Ah, oh, it is X, yep. I just tried to use A. Oh, the truck's moving. I thought my dudes noped out the moment one gun got fired. Oh. They might have crashed up there.
Is everything okay?
There was a
No.
hostile local. I had no choice but to neutralize him. There are still others surrounding the area.
Get out of there and head toward the village. Take whatever measures necessary to save the subject.
Understood.
Feels a little bit like I just got clearance to kill a bunch of people. He's not a zombie. Yeah, you're in his. You walked into his house. Gotta say, not a good start for Leon. He walked into somebody else's house and then shot them when they yelled at him and picked up an axe. Which I feel like somebody's in the wrong here, and it's not who you think it is. And the music does like a scary sting just when we see that his face. It's like, ah, foreigner, I'm scared. He's speaking a different language. I have no choice but to neutralize him. Like, Jesus Christ. Oh shit. I'm gonna mix up, reload, and shoot for a while. That was that seemed iffy. Looks like they've killed a lot of people. I hope Ashley's okay. There you go. That's how you quickly establish that something fucked up is going on in order to make it look less concerning how Leon's acting. Okay. And his house is full of ammo. And a staircase that goes nowhere? Why is his house like this? Oh my god, Leon! Here you go. Hello. Bye-bye. Let's see. I heard crash, so I'm just curious if they took out our car. They took out... Okay, so yes. Just like, Is our car down there? Yep. They totally are the helicopter.
Oh, no.
I was gonna say, those are the most heavily telegraphed red shirts I've seen in a while. They barely, like... There was no JoJo's main character energy there. Blurry ass generic character models. I bet they last a long time. I started trying to shoot with A again. Okay. Yeah. This is gonna take some practice. Let's see. I don't think you inspect bodies in this game. Hey, why do I keep defaulting back to A? Maybe that's the controls of probably, maybe, I don't know. I've been playing Outbreak, where you also pull right trigger and shoot. You do shoot with X. No, yeah, it's X with both, right? I'm so mixed up that I was about to contradict myself immediately. Yeah, I didn't want to wait until after Outbreak because I don't know. We keep playing multiplayer Resident Evils. People are like, "Why did you skip 4?" And I'm like, "I didn't really skip 4. It's just that my in my multiplayer setup, we were like, hey, let's do 5 and 6. Why not? And that's just a different process through which games are chosen. Single player. They are not competing for the same space. Got a green herb. We do have a huge inventory in this game. But I think in 8 you basically didn't have an inventory. You just had infinite items. Kind of felt like they just didn't. It just wasn't survival horror at that point. But it did have more horror theming, but with the whole setting and the enemies. Doggy? No! That's a huge trap. There you go, buddy. Whoa. Well, he handled that pretty well. Ah, it's a setup. Sad dog stuck in trap sets up the fact that there are just traps around now. So now when I'm running away from enemies, I have to be really worried about where I'm going or I'll walk directly into a trap. And which directly creates a sort of like, there's like a synergistic thing going on there, and like mechanically with the fact that like you can't even see your own legs in these games. Like this camera angle makes you really worried about specifically where your feet are, and so then they immediately introduce a feet-based hazard, and you're like, oh fuck. Guidepost reads Pueblo. Low contrast font is a little hard to read, even with a black outline. That's a dynamite stick trap. There's another one. Okay. They don't like me here. I can just go around the outside, Yes, sir? Can I help you? Where are you? Ahead, behind? Oh, hi. How do you feel about bullets in face? I like bullets in face. Not mine. Well, one of them's mine. I'll let you guess which one. Oop. That's just train. Is this just tracks here? No, fence. Oh. Yes. I will patiently wait for you to arrive. Will they arrive? There's a little bit of a struggle with the shaky reticle. Damn! You alright? I don't think he... There's a few subtle hints that I don't think he doesn't like that. I like that you can keep pressing X to confirm in the menu, which is nice, because they make X the pickup button. And I think you can then confirm with A if you want to, but if you keep pressing X, that also will just, you can just spam through the menu that way, which is more reasonable. How you doing? How's rural life treating you? Oh no. Damn. These guys give more than they take. Why do people with melee weapons dropping ammo? Hi! Are you gonna hop down here? That sounds like it'd be a... unless you guys are super dudes due to whatever's going on in this game, I don't think it's gonna work out for you. Hi. I do see you. Surprised I am not. Tree does make it very hard to get an angle, though. There we go. Might have technically shot through a wall to do that. Aiming separately from your screen is quite a trip. It's like going back to Perfect Dark, which I guess this game was closer to the release of than it is to today. So, like, that's the biggest trip up of playing, going back to play the original GoldenEye and Perfect Dark, is you realize that your aiming moves separately from your screen, and so you end up like, it's like playing an RTS with a mouse. Like you start being like, all right, well, I'm gonna drag to the edge of the screen to move the screen, then go back to like aim where I mean to, because there's like a whole middle zone where you can aim without moving the screen much, and then when you get to the edge, you essentially scroll the way that you scroll an RTS by putting your mouse on the edge of the screen. If you're not using keyboard controls. I often end up trying to remap. I instinctively want to map WASD to be how to move the camera in a RTS, but that's like the prime real estate role of your hotkeys are supposed to be, so that you can operate all of the buildings and researches and whatnot without clicking everything.
Leon, how you holding up?
Bad question, Hunnigan.
Sorry to hear that. I'm sending you a playing manual. Hope you find it useful.
I'll take a look at it, thanks.
Playing manual 2. Control configuration changes are not reflected here. Please be careful. Pay attention to... Alright. Reloading. Kicks. Okay, that's new. Approaching enemies that are either stunned or on their knees will allow Leon to perform kicks as prompted by the action button. Oh, it just tells me on the screen how to do it. Okay. So I would have figured that out on my own then. Bumpers switch between stuff. Oh, bumpers switch between menus, not weapons. But they were telling me how to switch between weapons, like now, as opposed to in the menu. Okay, didn't need that necessarily. Well, it's a lot more heads to shoot 2 or 3 times. Wait, is that the guy from the car? How'd you even get him? Frankly, I'm impressed. Didn't he fall all the way down there? How'd you manage that? You set up a whole Bloodborne pyre in the middle of your place. The chickie doesn't even give a shit. The chickie is unfazed. Frankly, I wouldn't have started a fire so close to where you stored the hay. I guess that you're probably trying to get it out of there now, but... You know, order of operations, move the flammable stuff before you start a fire, if it's not supposed to be in the fire. Maybe that's leftover hay. They just created such a fire and they're like, you know what, we over-prepared for this, let's take some of it back. Hello. I overpacked for this trip. Does saving the, Does saving the wolf give me the good ending? If I didn't save the wolf, would I get a bad ending? Does that create ripple effects that will echo throughout the rest of the playthrough? Alright, how do I... You move stuff with Y. So begins inventory Tetris. First aid spray? Yep. Look how polygonal that is. Whoa. Extreme. I'm just saying they probably could have afforded, like, double the polygons, at least. Just a little bit more. Impressive. Alright, I've taken basically no damage, so I'm probably fine. But, you know, I respect... I appreciate the simple pleasures of an organized inventory. Oh, she hears me coming. I was gonna sneak up on her. Okay. No! Stop running! Running's illegal. Okay. Cool. Yeah! I don't know where that was. Okay. I did a green herb 2. Green herb 3! How much green herb is that, though? I might have overinvested just now. I will not know. Probably should have done that. But, you know, I learned something for a second there, and in the process used all my resources. Alright, who hit me? Oh shit. I critted. well. Oh, that's not the run button. Hi. Oh god. Oh, that's bad. That is not a stun. That I cannot capitalize on that point. Okay. Ah! No! Haha. Oh. That seems like a too many people. Oh, he's got a big weapon. Okay, bye. Improved. Chicken. Okay, I see that they were riffing on this. It's a delicious egg. I can see that they were riffing on... Okay, they're here. Hi. Stop coming towards me! You're supposed to die! On one hand, I have a choke. On the other hand, quickly, this is getting worse. Okay, equip. His head explode. That's not good. Too many items! No! Oh, now it gives me a kick. No, it's a take prompt. There's a kick. There we go. My whole goal is to get a kick prompt, and there was too many enemies nearby. Ugh. Mixed feelings on that. I'm like, on one hand, there's a choke I can use. On the other hand, I'm completely trapped. But I think it kind of worked out. I'm guessing this doesn't work. One open. Must be barred from the other side. Okay. Not good. I hear somebody. Is he throwing axes? Aw. That's such a high resource investment in trying to kill me. Okay, is that a yellow herb? Yellow? Wait. What is a yellow herb? See, red herb, I understand. I respect that. What is a yellow herb?
Es hora de rezar. Tenemos que irnos.
Lord Sutler.
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
You're very funny. You're a funny man, Leon. They should call you Leon Comedy. Ha.
Hunnigan, I have some bad news. I've confirmed the body of an officer. Something's happened to the people here.
Leon, you need to get out of there. Look for a tower and follow the trail near it.
Got it.
Is that the dude from Ski Free? Okay, yeah, he's not good. Chicken. I should scour every single building. As slowly as possible. What was that prompt? Water's awfully dirty. No way I'm drinking this. Alright. First you play horror music when somebody speaks Spanish, and then you're like, ugh, the water's disgusting here. Don't drink the water. Jokey jokey, you better get bottled water. I'm starting to think you shouldn't travel, Leon. Breaking into people's houses, shooting them when they're like, hey, get out of my house. There's an unpleasant odor coming from the kettle. It sure doesn't smell like a refreshing drink to me. What a sinister looking fellow. The shelf is nailed to the wall. I guess that means you can't use it to, like, block a door. Was that the famous village section? I think I admittedly got a more dynamic experience in the Resident Evil 5 version of it, where I just had to continually keep running through buildings and keep looping around the environment and keep going and going because things just kept getting worse and worse and worse. I think these crates continue to be their chance for dynamic difficulty scaling, where they can change the drops on the fly based on how much stuff I have. But yeah, I didn't really have to make big choices or panic or do much throughout that. Is this the, oop. Yeah, is this some of the chances you have to, like, do something? Yeah, I know there's stuff like that in this game. That's like a window that's barred. You can block the window. I think this might have been kind of what they expected me to do. So I kind of had, like, the least interesting possible experience, which is that I got trapped in a room and I'm like, well, sure gotta shoot everything as it comes in this direction and hope I can make it. Maybe there's a more intense one later, or even more guys show up later here. I feel like I missed out a little bit. Look at all this level they made. Oh goodness! Good thing I looked around. Wow, this place is full of stuff. The bed's heavily stained. It seems as if no one slept in it for quite some time. Ooh, hello. I don't know, I associate stains with beds being used, not used, Leon. I don't know what you think happens in beds, but a lot of the things you do in beds tend to stain them, and a lot of the process of not using a bed tends to not stain it. This has been Keith pedantically argues with somebody who can't hear him from 2004. I will not stop. Should land in the dirty water, Leon. Oh, it's a big shotgun. Okay. An incendiary grenade and a hand grenade. Yellow or red or caca. Red and yellow. I don't know what that does. Look at me go. There's a red herb over here. And a delicious egg. Can I get in there? In that building? Curious about this building. I mean, I was just roar with a shotgun for looking around, so now I'm extra curious about anything else that's around. That one does, from the glimpses I can get of it though, it looks completely empty on the inside. Like, not even furnished. Like, you're not supposed to even be able to look into it that well. There is a right stick, it's just this, so... This is definitely that's what I think. That's what maintains it feeling like the older games and controls, even though the camera follows you, is that you do have to move around and look in tank control mode, and specifically the part where your movement, your turning and moving forward and backwards are all attached to the same control stick or D-pad, whereas in other games, it is not. It's locked and won't open. There's some kind of symbol on the door. I should ring the bell and they'll all come out and play again. We'll make jolly. That's why the bed is stained. Dude, he's got that ladder hustle. That's the least useful place to have shotgun shells. I'm gonna snipe with my shotgun up here. Oh, that's very useful for me, because I could get a shotgun and climb up this ladder and then just shoot people. Oh! Not what I would have done. Okay, Leon. Surprised me a bit. Yeah! Alright, double tap to kick doors is the thing in this game. I'm familiar. This is the one I was already in. It might be done-ish. Let's check the... Oh, right, I have a map. It said the bumpers switch to tabs here, but they're not. Wait, did the bumpers only work on key treasures and weapon recovery, and I still have to manually select the map? Yeah, even here the bumpers make you go up and down. That's weird, right? The bumpers don't make you change tabs, except they do sometimes. That's the way forward. That's also a way forward, and they both have save buttons in those directions, but these two directions are both locked. But that one's my destination explicitly. That's where I came from. I think. Oh. This way? There we go. I had missed the turn. Oh. There are still more remaining. Nope. I was already here. Was I already here? There's nothing to be here for. I can get trapped in here and die. That's a fun game. Alert order. Recently, there has been information that a United States government agent is here investigating the village. Do not let this American agent get in contact with the prisoner. For those of you not yet informed, the prisoner is being held in an old house beyond the farm. Shouldn't have written that down. We will transfer the prisoner to a more secure location in the valley when we are ready. The prisoner is to stay there until further notice. Meanwhile, do not let the American agent near the prisoner. We do not know how the American government found out about our village, but we are investigating. However, I feel that this intrusion at this particular time is not just a coincidence. I sent a third party other than the United States government involved here. My fellow men, stay alert. Chief, Torres Mendez. Somehow, someone knows about our village, like there's some kind of information leak. I better write down all this information about where the prisoner is, so that it definitely won't leak immediately afterwards from whoever told the government in the first place. Some sort of conspirator. Whoa, oh, hi, okay. Oh, it's a medal. Is this where medals started? It even looks the same, doesn't it? They're just kind of around, but will also loudly announce my presence in a way that's a bad idea. I should do it anyway. Does that loudly announce my presence? Friends? Man, it stinks. I'm more interested in something else. Man, that's an aggressive glittering it's doing too. I think he sees me. I think he sees me. Oh! I thought he was about to murder that, that cow, the way he was coming up after it. Like, what did the cow do? Ah! Chasing after the head is folly. Once he starts writhing around, you're like, just gonna have to wait this one out. Oh god. Alright. Anybody in here? Aha! You will never defeat chest-high wall. Here's a surprisingly bullet resistant. It's freaking me out. One of 15. Hold your breath, Leon. Hold your breath. Oh my god, it's really hard. No, no climbing. This is hard. Alright. We need to get you on a blood pressure medication to get you get your hands to shake less. All right. Can't even tell where my laser is with respect to that thing. It's so far away. I should see if I can aim up at it. How about you? About the blue medallions. 15 blue medallions, 7 in the farm, 8 in the cemetery. For those who destroy 10 or more will be rewarded. Blah, 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 blah. Is that all of them in the entire game? Or are they just in this level? There's something really goofy about how, like, video gamey that is. Gross. Did it become dirty because I dropped it in the disgusting pit? I don't think I could have gotten it otherwise, though. At some point, you gotta hope the reward's pretty good, because otherwise you're wasting a lot of ammo. To shoot these medallions. Okay, let's just get closer. You're wasting 15 shots at least. Run free, cows. You're safe. Hey. Alright. Normal wolf behavior. What's up? Nope. I don't think he likes me. I don't think he's the one I saved because he's not bloody. Oh. Incendiary grenade. What, does it have a Twitter account? Hi. Aw. Friend? He runs away, but he runs just far enough away to look back at you. Like, he doesn't just actually flee across the map. Ooh, can he go in there? I'm wondering if I can befriend the wolf by offering food or something. I mean, he's barking, so he's a dog. Because wolves don't do that. He's domesticated. He might be a wolf dog. But just even a little bit of dog blood quickly changes their behavior. Like when somebody has like a wolf dog that's like 90% wolf or whatever, it's like, yeah, but that 10% dog really significantly changes how domesticated it is. It's probably a bigger pain in the ass than having a different breed of dog would be. But it's like the problems of having a husky amplified as opposed to an actual wolf would be, which would be dangerous. Oh. Wasn't expecting another person. Wow, you take these bullets really well. You take bullets the way I take criticism, which is that it doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal at first, but eventually it defeats you. I'm looking for like, oh, maybe the egg. Maybe he likes egg? I've never tried to fade a egg to a dog. I can arrive here anyway. I thought I needed him to come through here because there's like a little dog hole. I wouldn't be surprised if there's little systems like that. I mean, he is here and he's reacting to me. You think they have metrics on what percentage of players shoot the dog? They just uninstall the game? Well, on their behalf at that point. Ah, I see you shot the dog. You're banned from all future Resident Evil games. Get out. Granted, the very next game was populated. It says barred from the other side with a little help from another person. Maybe I can climb over. They're suggesting that either I need to climb on somebody else or we need to get behind it so we can unbar it. All of this stuff is like rickety enough that I would think maybe you could melee it. But no, I say that stuff, but then Resident Evil... Oop. Shit. Resident Evil 5 is like, here's a bunch of African wild dogs, kill all of them. They're evil African wild dogs. And you're like, but they're cool. I don't like that this is the only African wild dog I've ever seen in any video game, and I have to shoot it. The only representation of the species I've seen outside of the furry fandom is Resident Evil, and they're like, they're evil, murder them all. I'm like, no. They're cool looking. They have an awkward name. That's just like a bunch of words mashed together. At least what we call them. But they're cool. But you probably shouldn't use one as your persona because you're gonna be paying a permanent tax on details because people charge you more for detailed characters because they have to work harder to draw them. Hi, buddy. Oh, his head's down. Yeah, I don't know. If there is a... Oh, maybe kill a chicken. Da 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 da. This historically goes well in video games. Alright, now you're gonna make this a struggle for me. Can I pick up the chickie? No. No, doggy, go back towards the chicken. Just really curious if there's any kind of system here. He's hard to guide. He doesn't seem to run through that hole either. At least I thought there was a hole shaped like... Yeah, no, there's a board on the bottom. It is more of a... I thought this was a hole you could go through, or maybe he could go through. I think he just runs away a lot. I think that's all there is to it. I'm just saying it's a cool system if you can feed a dog, and then he's like, I will help you now. And then you have a dog companion. Oh. My childhood. Chasing after me. It's a metaphor for aging. So, I guess everything up till now I've technically played before, like 15 years ago. And I've definitely not played this part now. Who put those up there? That's a very expensive lighting system. Maybe this is why so much of the rest of this place is kind of a mess. Is this tunnel has a hilariously expensive lighting system. But yeah, but that one tunnel, basically diamonds are in it. Again, the same signpost. Not gonna say breaking into somebody's house and shooting him and then be like, then getting authorized to use all force necessary to wipe people out to save one person, and then extracting. Ah, I just almost died instantly. And then extracting wealth while you're here. It just looks continually more alarming, Leon. I don't know what this does. I can't use it apparently. I think I'm justified in using a health spray at that point. Wow, that dynamite did 100% of my health. I wonder if it's like designed to not completely kill me. Please drop it. Oh, can I shoot out of his hand? When does it explode? This is shockingly hard. Nope. There you go. I'm guessing that was him running out of health or something. Also, I think I'm out of pistol ammo, so that's not good. I do have a lot of this stuff, so... I don't know how many more rights I'm gonna need with this thing. Sorry, I'm stealing Gold Vision jokes now. That was from Gold Vision's video, Political. My favorite one. Oh! Hi! A spider, and also bigger problems. But eek, spider. Hi, Stas, not an opening over here. I wanted to shoot the dynamite out of his hand to explode him, but it was hard. Couldn't get the laser to say that I had an angle. Nope. Nope. Hi. Their ultimate weakness, windowsills. Uh-oh. I'm gonna die. If I don't have any healing items. Can I eat the egg? Oh, it's still trying to mix. Delicious. Please explode. Ah. I just... nervous. Somebody's got an explosive somewhere. What I was trying to say earlier is that I think I shot that... the dynamite did not seem to have time limits on it. So I think when he did explode, the first guy, I think they just automatically exploded to run out of health. I think you can shoot the dynamite. I'm just saying that, God, I wish I could strafe. I don't want to... I don't think I can strafe. I don't want to create an opening, though. If I run around the corner, I create an opening where he gets to shoot first. I should just run. I don't want to be in a place where he can throw dynamite at me. Hi. No. No. No! Stop! These guys are stressful. They do so much damage. Oh my god, thank you. There, now it's color coordinated. Look at me go. That was really stressful. Just the fact that I couldn't quite get an angle on them because of the way the house is shaped. And that one dynamite throw could just kill me. It's very alarming. Then one of them just fucking grabbed me, so they're just happy to die. Okay, so when I shot past him, I destroyed this... I just killed the spider. Oh no, he's alive. Spider's okay. But I did take out the explosive in the room, which makes the spider all the more impressive. Impressive spider. The door is nailed shut. Doop doop. The door is nailed shut, so I guess you're screwed. Alright, grenades are becoming more common. No clues here. I just wonder if, like... I think you probably do have to pause the game and manually equip the grenades every time. But it seems pretty worth it, given the right moment. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Alright. GRY. What does Y do? Still don't know. I don't know if these games ever tell you what herbs do. You just have to mash them together and kind of intuit what they do. And you kind of like... I think it might even be easy to forget them not really telling you, because you can usually keep your memory from the previous games and it hasn't changed. So like blue is usually poison curing. Alright. That's a bit of a detail about the very premise of having a blind playthrough. It's like the blindest playthrough is to have a given game be your first Resident Evil game. If you played any of the related ones, then something will bleed over. Granted, I think 6 is often the least useful one for figuring out other games in the series. But it does have the whole stun kick people thing that this game has. I'm not going to just save over the same file the entire playthrough. It's just I tend to do it. I tend to save over the same file over and over again in an episode or in a session. But just in case I do get myself in trouble, I do add more saves over time. Okay, let's check the controls. Not you. I guess the thing that shows you the controls is no longer in this game. They showed it earlier. Playing manual 1. Shooting. Right trigger, aim, combat. Did they... Is it... What? Wasn't the first... the second playing manual mandatory and forced... I was like forced to look at it, but this one they didn't show me? I don't think they ever told me how to shoot. Or swing a knife, I just knew how to do it on my own. Huh. Yeah, they didn't teach me any of this, did they? But it's here. But this one, they made me read, weirdly, and it was like less necessary. I wonder what's up with that. This seems not helpful. I'm just gonna assume you can't crouch. Go with that. Handgun ammo. Let's waste one of these. Kerbluey. Blammo. Kerblango. This is turning into a lot of grenades. Oh. A lot of banging. And I don't mean to stay in bed. That's worth it. I will indeed take that. Alright. That's always the upgraded heal, so that's good. Yeah, the banging... Okay. I was like, the banging isn't my footsteps, right? So I stood still for a moment. Just out of curiosity. Should have pushed it the other way so I could run back and barricade myself if I needed to. Now I might be trapped. What is this space? Oh. Oh. Goody. Oh no, he's hot.
A little rough, don't you think? You're not like them?
No. You?
Okay, I have only one very important question. Do you got a smoke?
Got gum.
Perfect. The big cheese.
What?
Well. Impressive, sir. That didn't go very well. There's definitely something funny about how, like, Leon was like this little puppy dog in the last game on his first day at work. Fresh out of the academy, look at me go. Oh no, are there zombies? This isn't what the police force was supposed to be like. Now he's like this like hardened badass with like eyeshadow and sharp eye angles and so hard. And look at his matrix kick. Well, he just got totaled.